Hello, my name's Lori Halter, and today I will be doing problem number 11 from chapter 10, section 3b. Number 11 shows the data of the number of flea eggs produced over a period of days. So right here we have the data, and question A is draw a line graph of the data. So we'll work on that first. There are really only 4 steps of making a line graph, and we're going to work through them. So first is to create a table and draw the X and Y axes on the page. So right here I have created my table, and I drew the X and Y axes. So our next step is to label each axis, and because we're going through the number of days, that's time, so if we're using time, it should go along the horizontal x-axis. So these are going to be our days, and then up here on our y-axis is going to be the number of flea eggs. The beginning of the line graph should look a little bit like this after you label everything. And now our next step is to put the data into the line graph. I went ahead and used Google to make a really accurate line graph, so it should look like this. However, if you don't have access to Google, you can do it by hand pretty easy, and you just plot the points. So you would start at day 1, and from day 1 we have 436. So 436 is probably right around here somewhere, and you just put a dot. And then day 2, we do the same thing with 495. 495 would be pretty close to 500, and so on and so forth until your graph looks like this. Our second question is how many eggs might there be on day 28? To figure out how many eggs there might be on day 28, you could go through all your data and try to figure out if there is a pattern, but however, in this set of data, there is not a pattern. So anyway, it could be really any number on your graph. A logical prediction would be that it's just going to decline, and so the number of flea eggs produced on day 28 would be 390.